Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I've got a 2023 Model X here at our shop, and I'll be going over our process on how we were able to completely dry the interior of this vehicle from flooding. The dealership did have this vehicle before us, and they did not want to work on it. They did not want to dry out the vehicle on the inside. They did confirm that there is water that got underneath the carpeting, and I was able to take care of it, thankfully. So here I'm trying to get to see how much water was sitting underneath. The carpets do not feel wet, so I found out that the way the carpeting sits up, it's a large styrofoam, and it doesn't absorb the water. It just lets the water sit, and for me to be able to look in there, the seats have to come out. Same goes for the second row. What I learned was it's just two large panels that cover the whole second row foot area, and it connects between the passenger and the driver's side, so it's not like you're able to lift up half of it. The whole panel's gotta come out, so I had to disassemble the third row side panels so I can completely take the flooring out. Taking out the second row seats isn't necessary, and you might be able to get away without taking off the panels on the third row, but I wanted to make sure that no water had gone in anywhere underneath the panels either, because still I wasn't sure how much water was in the vehicle really. I later found out that majority of it was in the front driver's side and the passenger side. A lot of these panels, they're all clips, but there are a couple screws that will be that you'll need to get out, and you'll need a T20 to remove those. So here in the front area, as I said, this is where a lot of the damage was, and basically same thing, remove the side panels, try to lift up the carpeting, wasn't able to do that, took out the seats. You'll need a T45 to remove the seat, and then this is the carpeting that's underneath here, the fabric that's attaches to the bottom, and that was super wet, so that's attached to the bottom of that by tape. I've never seen that before, and the bottom of the carpeting here, and the reason why it's not absorbing any water there and I don't feel any of the carpeting wet is because, as I said before, that styrofoam material does not absorb any water, and it's really durable actually for them to be able to use it in the foot area of the vehicle. Driver's side, same thing. I had a little bit of difficulty here removing this whole panel up. I knew again that had to be lifted up because of that carpeting that they've put underneath, piece of, I don't know, a fabric, because I knew that was wet. And then underneath here again, I'm trying to see if there's any moisture there. I did put a fan under there overnight as well. And then here, once again, I'm going to show you guys how this comes right off this piece of fabric. Once I had that out, I let it air out for overnight, and then next day here I am blowing compressed air in all the cracks and crevices. Make sure that I dry everything completely. I wiped everything down. The reason for compressed air is you can get into areas that you really wouldn't be able to reach or dry out with just a towel, and this is crucial to any cleaning or any flood drying, or if you have your windows down and water got in, if you don't get everything completely, you will have mold maybe in a couple months. After everything is completely dry, what I like to do is imagine where different panels go or seats go or how they're aligned, especially if I'm not too familiar with the vehicle. It took me about 2 hours or maybe hour and a half to assemble back the vehicle together, and it looked great. We cleaned the rest of the car. Everything's dry. The client does not have to worry about any mildew, any odors, any moisture, and the vehicle was ready for pickup. I'd say it took me about 3 days to do this job, and here it is. I did have to show you guys how the doors work. The front doors, they're assisted. When you click on it, it assists you, and then these are the Falcon doors. I guess it's not opening all the way because I was near the door, or maybe because of the ceiling. I did hit my head on that one time, so yeah, these are very interesting vehicles we got. Anyways, that's basically it. This is me taking care of this Tesla Model X. Thank you for watching.